Now, Bert's starting his takeoff roll from your left to your right. He is airborne now. He'll hold the aircraft down in what we call an accelerated takeoff. The low transition very shortly as he approaches us, you'll notice the nose of the aircraft come up about 30 degrees. Here goes the climb. And there's the pushover. Like we said, if it's not strapped in or buckled in, it's all on the ceiling. This is Fat Albert, and I want you to watch now as the pilot puts this aircraft in a 60-degree angle of bank. Tremendous steep angle of bank for an aircraft that size. Fat Albert's parade pass. That would be a no-no for your commercial pilot. As he makes the right turn onto the downwind leg, he'll be slowing the aircraft down. He'll be letting the landing gear extend, and he'll get the big flaps out. This would also be a no-no for your commercial pilots. As he touches down, I want you to listen for the reversing props. There's a round out. And touchdown.
Now he'll turn the pitch on the propellers and reverse the airplane.
You can actually back this airplane up if it pops in a reverse pitch. And right behind the cockpit is a hatch that you'll see a crew member jump out, and you'll see the stars.
He normally does that. He normally does that.
Well, he usually comes down and he goes back across, doesn't he?
Ladies and gentlemen, that is Fat Albert. Looks like the back of the Ford jet has got an empty seat. Anybody want to jump in?
Solos are moving off. Solos ready to go, boss. Boss, we're moving off. You went to 10015. That's a right headwind. Check your parker brake off. Check your trip set. Check your steering off. Over. Stop. Now squawk gauge. Up and up. Yes. Other. That's down and clear the 9. Let's fire the Leon.
So they're all ready to roll now. Off to your left, ladies and gentlemen. Very shortly, boss will say power up, smoke on, off brakes, burner now. Notice when the afterburners are lit, the smoke will disappear. And ladies and gentlemen, they're rolling from your left to your right. Let's go flying with the Blue Angels. They're airborne. Blue Angel 4 calls gear. And watch now as he slides his jet underneath number 2 into position directly behind the boss, known as the slot. comes the dirty roll. Blue engine 6 going vertical. Please notice as he passes over top of us, he's still inverted, still upside down.
About to invert.
Moss will have the four-plate in the diamond formation. Very shortly they'll be coming over your right shoulder. This craft will be 18 inches. All of this while they're flying at 350 miles per hour. Ladies and gentlemen, over your right shoulder, it's the Blue Angels Diamond Parade Pass. The Knife Edge Pass.
Ready? So they're both going about 450.
Inverted horizontal rolls.
Oh, wow.
On it.
Keep an eye out to your left, ladies and gentlemen. Here comes our lead solo to perform a minimum radius turn. Blue Angels do not wear G-suits. Minimum radius turn. formation. Completing a high G minimum radius turn, both pilots will pass over center point at the same time. Also take a They will be operating as a three-plane for the time being. A little problem with one of the jets. And here comes the changeover. So how many Top Gun fans do we have here? Huh? The smoke will disappear in case the pilot has to tap his afterburner in order to maintain position. The right abreast loop is now hesitation roll. Very shortly now over your left shoulder, lady. While they recover from that, on your left and your right, ladies and gentlemen, the vertical pitch up. Blue vest. Left. Immediately after that, they will do a breakout maneuver. The barrel roll brake. Very shortly now, our three planes are coming in. As the three-plane rendezvous behind us, look to your right now. You'll see our solos back and forth makes Alpha pass. Alpha stands for angle of attack. That's the angle that the wing makes with the direction that the aircraft is moving. They're going to slow the aircraft down to its minimum speed, which would be about a 23-degree angle of attack. 23 degrees nose up and a speed of around 120 knots. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the high Alpha pass. Number 6, the lights is afterburners, the hands is jet, stripping into the power of his two GE 414 engines, flying on the edge of the unit. Three-plane coming from your left front very shortly. You'll be able to see the smoke coming down. And as he approaches the flight line, the boss is going to call burners now. As the afterburners are lit, each one of those 6 GE 414 engines produces 20,700 pounds of thrust in afterburner. You're going to listen to what we like to call around here the sound of freedom. Ladies and gentlemen, the burner 270. Afterburners are lit. Notice the smoke is disappearing. It's going to get loud. Solos will be coming from your right, and very shortly they'll be joining up with the three plane to form the rest of the maneuvers will be formed in a formation known as the Delta. What Boss is doing with that sing-song voice is he's telling the guys that are flying a really close tight formation on what he's doing. Right hand on the throttle. I'm sorry, right hand on. And the solos from the left will rejoin the three-plane formation. The next maneuver they'll be setting up for will be coming from your right on the show line, the maneuver known as the loop break cross. Boss will take the 6-plane or 5-plane formation into a full overhead loop. As they start down the backside of that loop, he'll call for a breakout. Each pilot will go out in a different direction, exactly 2 1/2 miles, do a vertical course reversal, come back and pass over center point at the same time. From your left front, ladies and gentlemen, the loop break cross. Here comes Up We Go. Vertical at 5,000. Over the top is 7,300. Point, same time, different altitude, of course. $390 knots at 2 miles. 400 knots now, closing speed of 900 miles per hour. Nailed it. Biplane will form up again in the formation that we like to call a modified delta. They'll be heading towards center point. This maneuver, they will break out from the center point. This is an iconic maneuver for the Blue Angels. You've seen it performed many, many times over many different venues. If you have your cameras handy, it's a pretty good photo op. We will listen in. Number 3. He's been watching the whole time. He had an easy day today. As they pass over center point, Boss will be the first one to break. We'll listen in.
Ready. Go on board.
Ready? Over at the flat line, bud.
On the downwind leg now, we're going through the pre-landing checks, making sure landing gear is extended, flaps are set correctly for landing, and all the other parameters are in good shape for landing. You'll hear them calling out airspeeds if you're listening on the scanner, but that's strictly for spacing. When they roll out on final, they'll be flying standard, just angle of attack all the way to touchdown. This allows them to go ahead. So, ladies and gentlemen, as they roll out, I'm going to introduce you to the members of the team. Leading the team, of course, he joined the team last year, assumed command of the Blue Angel Flight Demonstration Squadron, and he's also the leader of the Flight Demonstration Team. He flies the jet marked number 1. Everybody refers to him as the boss. Ladies and gentlemen, Commander Adam Bryan, United States Navy. This gentleman has flown with the Blues now for 2 years. In both cases, he's flown as Blue Angel number 2. Boss likes to refer to him as his deuce, Blue Angel 2 Commander Jack Kilty, United States Navy. He had to drop out for some mechanical reason a little bit earlier and joined the team last year, assigned to fly as left wing in the formation known as the Diamond. Ladies and gentlemen, Blue Angel 3, not quite with us yet, Major Brandon Wilkins, United States Marine Corps. This gentleman now has been with the team for 3 years. Last year he was number 6, the year before that number 7, this year Blue Angel number 5. Blue Angel number 5 is also the Squadron Operations Officer, the 700-mile-an-hour man, Commander Thomas Zimmerman, United States Navy. And now in his last go-round as Blue Angel number 7 last year, Blue Angel number 6 this year. He'll move to the 5 slot next year. The opposing solo, Lieutenant Connor O'Donnell, United States Navy. I believe we got everybody in except maybe Commander Blue Angel number 4, Lieutenant Commander Wes Perkins, now in his 2nd year as a member of the team. So, folks, these guys will finish up their 2 or 3 year tours with the Blues, and it's back out to the Fleet or the Fleet Marine Force. We're going to once again join operational squadrons and once again pick up the job of protecting everything we hold so dearly in this country. For that, we certainly do thank you. Well, if you care to stay with us for a few extra minutes, we'd appreciate it. And of course, you're more than welcome to stay in now. Thank you for remaining seated during the show. We'll appreciate it. As they taxi by, we'll be giving them a big hello and thank you. Here comes Billings number 3, a little late, but better late than never. While we've got your attention, folks, make sure you, when you leave, you do pick up all of your trash. Empty water bottles, anything that might blow out the flight line and cause problems for our jet engines as they taxi by. Also, don't forget to pick up your chairs and your stuff that you brought with you as well, too. You're invited to join us in the museum that will be air-conditioned in case you care and open till maybe 4 o'clock. So, ladies and gentlemen, as we taxi in, we invite you to join us now as we salute the 2025 United States Navy's flight demonstration team, the Blue Angels. Well, a snappy salute from boss as he says, thanks a lot for being here. The Blues will fly again tomorrow morning at 10:30, once again, ladies and gentlemen, followed by an autograph session, where you can come inside and meet and greet and have some sign your memorabilia in each of the museums about half an hour after the day. Once again, as you're leaving, please pick up your trash, all the water bottles and empty food wrappers. Don't forget your kids, because our daycare license is expired. And the rest of you have a wonderful day and careful going home.